there ain't no, look, it's magically just started. Sometimes they just literally just start, but this is not just starting. So welcome back to another video again. We are back again for, let's see what we have this week. I hope you enjoyed the last video. There was loads of different things going on. This week I'm starting off on a Tuesday again. Just wasn't really much yesterday to do, so today first job we're starting on is a engine brake fault. I think it has engine warning lights, loads of different things like that. So we're gonna have a look at that. We'll see what else we've got this week and we'll get cracking with that. If you haven't already, and you could think about subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to be making some woolly hats and stuff soon. So I'm on about some printers to get some stuff made, some stickers. So if you are interested in that, drop down a comment and let me know. I'd love to sort of spread the channel a little bit, which would be good. So yeah, let's get cracking on with this job first. Let's do a diagnostic scan and then let's see what we have coming up. So here are our faults. There is a lot of NOx faults here. NOx before heating status, NOx before, NOx upstream, hell of a lot of faults. But I did download the PDF. These are not active at the minute. Here, NOx upstream, lambda center, NOx sensor upstream short circuit. That's previously activated, that is. And obviously a lot of these are NOx sensor before faults. So yeah, looks like we might have a fault with our NOx sensor. See what parts we've got and everything like that. But yeah, that looks like what our problem is with this. Should be a nice easy fix, hopefully. So find out that it's not a blue fault. We had some NOx faults on there, but been out road testing, we've had no problems with it. I will have a look into it a bit more, but the actual problem is the cruise control is not working. Now the strange thing is, when it's on idle and it's just sat here, handbrake on, cruise control works fine. When you drive it the road, cruise control does not engage, doesn't speed up, doesn't slow down, doesn't switch off, doesn't do anything. But the stalk works when we are stationary. Now I've checked it on computer and it's reading everything it's supposed to, which is good. So it's a bit odd, that one. The only thing I would say is, even it's a manual box, it's not picking up anything on the dash of what gear you're in. Whether we're in high range, low range, whatever gear we're in, it's not picking up anything. So what we need to do is work out why we're not getting anything on the dash, if we should, and is that affecting our cruise control. So let's have a better look into it. So I've had to get a little bit of help with this one, a little bit stuck. Someone said about calibrating the clutch, so that's what we're going to do now. We're in management computer calibration and test. I'm going to calibrate the clutch now, and then let's see if we have any luck. So all it's doing now, we've got a 7 bar, yeah we have, yeah. So confirm the warnings, start calibrating the clutch, fully press the clutch button, hold for 2 seconds, 1, 2, 1, 2, fully hold the clutch, repeat the procedure until 1, 2, 1, 2, save values. So our calibration was successful. We're going to try that now. So if we put it in gear now, so look, are we going to be able to select a gear? Well, no, it's still not showing us where what actual gear we're in, so we'll have to keep looking.
Not a lot of places do.
So, that's just trucking about. If you haven't watched it, go and check them guys out on Spotify, Apple, all that sort of stuff. funny guys, I tell you. I listen to them in the morning, and if I'm driving home like now, I've got a bit of a journey, I'll listen to some old ones and I can catch it all that. So proper funny, go and check it out anyway. So that one with the cruise control not working and engine brake fault, that is now sorted. So what a dickhead, I didn't plug it in. Window don't fucking work. That one, we recalibrated the clutch, not to tell it it's had a new one, but to tell it it's obviously not had a new lining, and just recalibrating it again. Recalibrated. I've just been out on the road and it's spot on, absolutely spot on. Gears coming back up on the dash, and cruise control's working. So strange one. Not that one. I've got some advice on it because I started to get a bit, I'm not sure on it. Not always ask if I'm not sure, but yeah, calibrating the clutch, very strange, but that's sorted that one. So we'll see what we've got tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and yeah. So next job for me is fitting a engine ECU. Now we're gonna have to do the fitting, we're gonna have to do all the programming. Don't ask me what it's coming for. It's been here for a while. It's coming for obviously engine fault. Don't think you read the ECU. So yeah, and if you want to know how much these are, they're a lot. About £5 grand. So yeah, better not drop this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to whip the old one off. I'm going to get in here, like so, little 10mm bolts. Whip the old one off, and a lot of this video bit, this bit I'm doing now is going to be programming. So I'm going to quickly whip the old one off and then put the new one on. It's literally 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts and 3 plugs, so pretty easy. So yeah, here it is. Little 10mm bolts. It's pretty easy. Nice. While I'm taking this off, what did you all think of the last video? Do you like this still sort of how-to stuff, but a bit of just how day as a HGV mechanic works, you know? I don't want to, what I'm trying to show is, I'm trying to show that not every job is a engine repair or everything like that, you know. People like doing them jobs, some don't. Me, I like doing them. But yeah, I like to show everything, so nothing like crap. I'm just going to get it off. So here's our new one, there's our old one. I'd like to take it apart, but I'm not about that at the minute. Maybe if we get a chance we'll take it apart and have a look. But the main thing is now getting this running and getting the vehicle back on the road. You know, that's what they're here for. So I'm going to finish this and I'll come back to you when it's time to plug in and have a look. So the new ECU is fitted. Now I'll have to do the program inside. Basically tell it it's had a new ECU, all that kind of good jazz. I've done a diagnostic test. It's picking up that it's obviously the ECU is different, so let's I'm going to get programming and see if we can't get this thing to start. It hasn't been started for quite some time, so let's give it a go. So we are currently programming, setting all the parameters and everything like that. This does take a while, but we will get it done. Just let it, all it's doing now, we'll do software updates and everything, and obviously when we come to programming the ECU we will need to program keys and all that sort of thingy-majiggy. So we'll keep it going and I'll let you know when I've got a better update. So we've done all that. All we're doing now is like a diagnostic scan, just to see what we've got on. If we've got any faults. We have got faults on the dash, there's quite a few on there, but as expected, it's still got program keys. Got lock cab, air pressure's low, engine control, ride height, air pressure too low, service due, brake control malfunction. We're going to have all that sort of stuff. The batteries have been flat as anything, so it's just going to take time to sort of get it going and everything like that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to carry on with this. I'm going to do a diagnostic scan, clear any faults. I don't know whether I'm going to have to program the keys. I'll have to have a look at that, and then we're going to have to try and start it, because this hasn't been started for, I want to say, at least 3-4 months. So I've checked the engine oil, and the engine oil is just below, it's on minimum, but it's got oil in it, so we'll see. I will come back to you when I've got a better update. So while I'm waiting for programming,
just jump back in every time we get to a stage.
Catching up with
That's what we're gonna do.
Tattoo Tech. Go and check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description for that. So I have done all the programming. I've got into the engine fault codes, and there's about 10,000 faults on there, but the main one that's active is key programming. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to have to program the key. Any engine ECU you do which is new, you have to program keys. So I'm now going to program key, and hopefully we should be near startup. So this is a long-winded thing, but you know, it's a £5,000 off of ECU, so it needs to be done right. So while I'll get this key programmed, and then we'll look at trying to get started. If you want to know where it was, it's in, I think it was in inserted key can be read and programmed. Number of keys programmed for activated. So, turn off ignition. Delay time. Switch on again. We are programming the keys. Keys being programmed, please wait. I'll have to do this. It looks like fucking 85 times. We'll just program this key for now, and we've got to make sure we start. So our engine light has gone off. We do have gearbox fault, cab warnings and all that sort of stuff, but the gearbox fault will be because of the air pressure's low. So 2 more keys to program, but it's obviously doing something though, which is good. So what we need to do, hopefully I've just cleared all the files. It's took a while. The air pressure is low, so let's give it a go. No can do, sir. I think as the injectors is something does not sound right. So yeah, so clicking off. Doesn't sound like it's got enough battery to it. Can't get rid of these bloody warnings. Piss off. Yes. No. Go away. Battery voltage 23 volts. I need to check what else has been done to this first, because it don't feel. Something's not right. We'll come back to you. So I'll have to get the codes off the injectors. That is my next port call. Yeah, it's just a pain in the arse, literally. I've programmed keys now. Program the keys. I obviously need codes off the injectors. All that sort of malarkey. It's a bit of a nuisance, but it is what it is. I should get it done. And yeah, so get cracking. Right, so basically what I'm having to do now is with the new EDC, I don't have the injector codes, so it's not going to start. So I'm getting the injector codes. I'm going to show you where the injector codes are. We're going to put them all in, and then hopefully we should be able to start it. So there's our first injector. There is our code there. So we're going to enter it in. It is case sensitive, So it's 2IHNB. Can't see the rest of that. The GA8. GA8. And then what's that last one? SA. S. Oh. S. A. While I'm doing it, is putting it on here. There's our code. There's our first one. So literally all I'm going to do now, go through all of them, write all the codes in, do the rocker back up, and fingers crossed we can start it. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back to you. Right, there are our new codes all written in. So now we've just got to get the rocker on. Just going to clean up everything, clean up all the sides, get the rocker back on, and then try and start this. You want to know what the best thing about working on a super cab is? Right there. I'll just flick that down there. A lot easier. Right, so all the faults are cleared. The engine light has gone off. I haven't touched it, it's got no air pressure, so let's try. Might not just have enough battery power in it. What we got? Oh, shut up with your warning lights. I think I need to put a bit more oomph into this. What I'm going to do, I've got a truck running from another, the Anderson lead from one truck to the other. I'm going to get the cab over now, prime up that fuel, get as much fuel up there as we can. And we've got plenty of battery power. We're going to get some fuel up. Obviously this truck's been sat for quite a while. Hopefully we can get it started, so just going to take patience. We've got no engine fault, so fingers crossed it'll go. So for anyone that didn't know, the hand primer is here. I'll show you. Just here. We're going to prime it up so we can get it started. I just think, oh god, we can get as much fuel up here as we can. We're going to have to give ourselves a much better chance of getting it started. Good. No. Okay, go on. Yeah. So, I'm not even going to mess around anymore. I've done, you're probably all screaming, check the batteries, and you'd be right. So, I've checked them, we had 28 volts before, and then we're cranking it, and we're going down to 16, 17 volts, so that obviously isn't enough. I'm going to test the batteries now, probably going to have to put some batteries on it, because this has been sat for a while, as previously said, so I'm going to check the batteries, and then we'll go from there. So, we have checked the batteries, and they haven't actually come up replace, but what they have done is shown that it's got no cranking amps on it whatsoever. So what I'm going to have to do is leave it on charge, because you can't just put batteries on it for the sake of it, because someone's got to pay for them. So what I need to do is leave it on charge for an hour, and hopefully we can put enough cranking amps to get it started. So it's shit, but you've got to do things the right way. I bet you must be thinking, oh come on, you've got to get it started, but let's explain, go back to what we've done. We've done replace the engine ECU, we've programmed the ECU, We've programmed all the injectors in now. We've programmed the keys, so there's nothing really stopping it from starting. I've primed up the fuel, so leave this on charge for an hour and just hope we have enough in it to sort of get it going. For all them people that keep saying in these comments, put the batteries on, put batteries on. Put batteries on. These are buggered, I think, and it's wasting our time trying to charge them personally. So I'm going to stick these batteries on and then we're going to try again. So here is where I'm up to with it. It has had new EDC programmed, keys programmed, everything's all programmed as it should. It's had 6 new injectors, it's had a pump, still won't start, no fault codes in it, nothing. I have we've disconnected, right? We've disconnected the so yeah, this is a strange one. No engine faults, no knocking, nothing like that. We've got fuel up to these rails here, so yeah, it'll run on brake cleaner, but like most things will. We've got 250 bar up with the end prop disconnected. We have full pressure. Obviously we disconnect, you have full pressure. We're getting all that, still won't start. So it's not a programming issue. The only thing I can think of is whether it's got dodgy fuel, but I'm not really sure. Gonna have to keep looking. I'll keep you updated obviously if I find anything, but next thing you know, I'm just gonna check the simple things. So yeah, it's all good fun, isn't it? So still outside, it's now 5:10. What we've decided to do now is we're going to pull the pipes off the number 1 injector. We're just going to have a look to make sure, because this has been somewhere else and had previous work, we don't know what's been done. We might be pissing in the wind here. It's really hard to say. It's frustrating me because we can't find out what's wrong with it, but for the sake of checking, we're going to pull it out, have a look, and hope to God that we find something. Yeah, hopefully it's just something simple, but it's really bugging to not find out what the issue is. You know, it's don't get me wrong, we can't all fix everything straight away, but yeah, we know we've got fuel up to here, we've got fuel coming up to here, but it's not firing. It'll run on brake cleaner, the fuel looks good, I've checked the fuel, we've got fuel up to here, it's had a new pump, we're getting our pressure, we took the sensor off to get full pressure and we're still not getting anything, so very strange. But let's pull this pipe out and have a look, make sure this actual tube is not fucked. So what we're doing now is we're pulling the injector out to have a look, hoping that we find something, because we have fuel up. Yeah, we have fuel up to towards the injector, but it's still not firing. It's turning over, not firing. So we're gonna have to keep digging. I'm gonna whip this. I've whipped the pipe out already. The injector 1 pipe. I hope you can hear me alright. Oh, come on. Where's that bloody So yeah, I like this sort of job, even though I'm a bit stumped at the minute. For people might be going in the comment, I know what it is, I know what it is. And if you think you know what it is, drop a comment below and let me know. Hopefully I've sorted it by the time we actually come back to the end of the video, but we never know. So I'm going to keep stripping and then we'll come back to you when the injectors. Right, we found the problem. I'm pretty sure that these are not meant to look like this. Look at the state of them injector tubes. They're a mess. You know what that means? That there is a good chance the water has been in that and probably fucked them injectors up. Yeah, not great really. There's no way they should look like that. So, looks like we're going to need 6 new injectors, tubes, all that sort of malarkey. It's yeah, not great. It's obviously been out for a while, got some water in the fuel or doing something, but I'm so glad we found out what the problem is. So glad. No, I haven't been here all night. It's the next day. I've got my bloody watch on me. It's about 7:30 in the morning. We're going to get back out, we're going to get the other injectors out because obviously there is a problem, there's something in there. Someone messaged me last night about it and said about the turbo, so we're going to have a quick glance at that and make sure nothing's stuck and it's stopping the turbo from going around. So I'm going to do that first before I start taking the rest of the injectors out. So yeah, I think this is going to be a long video. I don't really know, I've lost count, I've got stuff on my phone, I've got stuff on the GoPro. Ain't really sure, to be honest with you. So yeah, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and let's get cracking and take the rest of the injectors out and have a look at this turbo. So I've got my second tube out and yes, there's definitely something in there for sure. Shouldn't be looking like that, it should be clean, but there's definitely water or something in that. Drop down comments, let me know what you think, but I think we're getting on to what our actual problem is. There is the second injector. You can see where it's had rust around it here. It's not too bad, but you can definitely see something's been in there, and there's a good chance that it's had water in the system. So yeah, this weather's not great either. It's absolutely chucking it, well, it's not chucking it down, but it is raining and no one likes working in the rain. All 6 injectors looking in a bit of a sorry state. That one's quite bad. So yeah, not the best. You can see where it's had some sort of water or something like that in there. You don't know what's inside that injector, you don't know what it's fucked up, but not great. So yeah, I had to end the video there. So obviously we fitted the ECU, we did all that, and obviously that didn't solve the issue. We did all the programming of I programmed the engine ECU, I programmed the keys, the mobiliser was all good, I programmed all the injectors, all 6 injectors, still nothing. Obviously had a problem with battery power, so we've tried to charge them, still couldn't get enough cranking amps in it, so we replaced the batteries. We've done a fair bit to it. So obviously I said it's been sat for a while. I was frustrated that I couldn't get it started because that's all I wanted to do was get it started. I had people messaging me saying, "You got it started yet?" But thanks for the people that did message to ask that, you know, giving advice on it and everything. I did appreciate it. And you know, any advice I was given, I sort of followed it up to try and find out what the problem is. So yeah, the injectors have been ordered, the tubes have been ordered, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that should actually sort the problem. I shall let you know if it starts and everything like that. So if you haven't already and you can think about subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. Go and check me out on Instagram at freightlanetv and on TikTok now at freightlanetv as well. Let's build that up as well. And yeah, go and click that subscribe button, go and get that notification bell, and have a great weekend all. See you later.